So Spotify Wrapped just came out today, and before I look at what my Spotify Wrapped is, I wanted to maybe guess. I've been thinking about this like embarrassingly all year. I've been observing the music that I've listened to this year and compiling a estimate on what my Spotify Wrapped is gonna be. So I have the categories pulled up. For top song, I was thinking Please Please Please, Best Mistake by Ariana Grande, just because for a good chunk of the beginning of this year I was trying to learn the rap to Best Mistake. I am the kind of person that has to specifically dedicate time and energy into learning the lyrics to a song because I'm so bad at understanding what the artist says. I can't really like just listen to a song a bunch and know the lyrics depending on the song and the genre. Rap specifically, very hard for me to like learn the lyrics just by listening. So that's why I think Best Mistake potentially could be a top song for me just because I was really randomly determined to learn the rap for it. And then I was thinking Diet Pepsi, possibly B2B by Charlie XCX. Those are the only ones that I can really think of that could maybe be my top song. Top artist, I think Ariana Grande will probably be my top artist this year. For the past like 2 or 3 years, The Weeknd has consistently been my top artist, but he didn't really release a lot of music this year, and I try not to listen to a lot of his music because I love his music so much. He is my favorite artist, but I try not to listen because I don't want to get sick of his music, and I do tend to get sick of music if I hear it too much. Not that I think I could get sick of The Weeknd's music, but I just want to maintain how special it is to me. I do the same thing with like TV shows, like Avatar: Last Airbender is my favorite TV show, but I try not to watch it because I want to uphold how special it is to me. But I think Ariana Grande will probably be my favorite artist this year because she released We Can't Be Friends, which I know that critically that has been one of her best albums, I guess, but to me it was one of my maybe least favorite ones. I'm not like the biggest fan of the era that she's in right now, and this is no hate to her. I love Ariana Grande. I love her so much, and I don't think she deserves the fucking hate that she gets, and I think she's a perpetually misunderstood person, which makes sense because she's so fucking famous. But anyways, I know We Can't Be Friends has been very well received by people, but since Sweetener to Positions, that was my favorite fucking era of hers. Miss her. Not to be confused, this era that Ariana Grande is in right now is my favorite era for her because she seems so happy and so healed. I just mean aesthetically, I miss her pop star brand, basically. I miss Ari as a pop star, purely surface level aesthetically. My favorite era of hers was between Sweetener and Positions. I was also thinking Sabrina could be my top artist or Charlie XCX. I really went hard on Brat Summer, so I would not be surprised if Charlie ended up being my top artist. Favorite music genres, I'm gonna say pop is probably my top this year just because there was so much good pop, and maybe like rap, hip-hop-ish, like R&B, because that's the sound that I tend to enjoy the most. But I actually got pretty into like house dancey music this year, so I feel like that's gonna be up there. Other than that, I don't really know. I just realized they didn't even put a top genres. Like that wasn't even a category that they included. So that's a bummer. Podcasts, Anything Goes is always my top podcast. I listen to that podcast religiously. And then probably my friend Sophia's podcast will be second. And then maybe Hot Mess by Alex Earl. And then probably Call Her Daddy. And then I don't really know what after that. And I think that's it. Okay, those are all my guesses. Let's see how accurate I was. Your top song was Make You Mine by Madison Beer? What? I'm shocked, actually. I mean, I did listen to this song a lot, but compared to the other ones that I mentioned, wow, that's cool. I love her. I actually met her this year. Randomly, we were thrifting, and she and I were like shopping for the same bag, and I ended up giving her one of the bags that I was holding. She was so sweet. Love her. My top 5 songs: Make You Mine by Madison Beer, B2B Charlie XCX, I said that one, Young Metro by Future and Metro Boomin and The Weeknd. I'm shocked. Actually, I feel like I didn't even listen to the song that much. The Boy Is Mine, Not Shocked, and Bye by Ariana Grande, not shocked. But okay, I really wasn't anticipating this. My top podcast: Anything Goes, Hot Mess, Double Text, Call Her Daddy. Oh, and In Your Dreams by Owen Thiel. This makes sense. I totally thought Sophia would be above Hot Mess, but I guess Alex Earl is much more active than Sophia is with releasing podcasts, so that might be why. You've changed, and so has your listening. Yeah. February was your pumpkin spice slow dance bedroom pop phase. You were really into artists like Role Model, David, and Ethan French. I don't know who Ethan French is, so that's weird. Pumpkin spice slow dance bedroom pop phase. What the fuck does that even mean? Role Model makes sense because I actually ended up being in one of his music videos. His Oh Gemini music video. Oh my god, I mentioned it in my quarter life crisis video and I was like, trying to be so mysterious about it, but that's who I was in the music video for. You can't see me in it, but it was so cool to just like be there, and everybody there was so sweet. But of course, after I did that music video, I was like totally listening to Role Model like on repeat. March was your after hours football rap session. You were into artists like Future, Metro Boomin, and Travis Scott. Pink Pilates Princess Vogue Pop was my October. That's a crazy description. Pink Pilates Princess Vogue Pop. That doesn't describe me whatsoever. I don't even take Pilates. Okay, anyways. The Weeknd was your top artist of the year. Oh, I'm so glad. Actually, honestly, I'm so relieved. I was stressing about The Weeknd not being my top artist. Thank God. But I'm kind of surprised because I feel like I didn't listen to a lot of The Weeknd this year, but he's my fave, so I'm so glad. Honestly, I'm relieved. Okay, my top artists. The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, Charlie XCX, Metro Boomin, and Future. Yeah, the top 3 check. Honestly, the top 4 check out. But Future? I don't really listen to a lot of Future. Like, I like Future in the feature songs that he does. I don't really listen to a lot of Future himself. Interesting. I totally thought that Troye Sivan would be on this list, and Sabrina Carpenter, and Addison Rae. I don't know. Okay, interesting. And that's a wrap. Okay, it's been 24 hours since Spotify Wrapped released. I have some things to add. I have some follow-up comments. Yes, I am wearing the same thing as yesterday. So I do remember thinking yesterday when I first looked at my Wrapped, these graphics are so like bland and boring. I've also been on Instagram Reels, maybe a little bit of TikTok, hearing what people have to say about Spotify Wrapped. I didn't realize that apparently AI was in charge of doing everybody's Spotify Wrapped this year, and apparently it's actually not even accurate. Which maybe checks out for why I'm a little bit shocked at my results. But mostly, when I was going through my Wrapped yesterday, I was thinking to myself, like, what are these fucking graphics? Like, truly, this is the most boring thing ever. Also, what the fuck is pumpkin spice slow dance bedroom pop? Like, what is that? What the fuck does that mean? I remember saying that out loud and reading it and being like, what does that even mean? It's so internet core, I feel like, this pumpkin spice slow dance bedroom pop. It's giving chronically online. Pink Pilates Princess Vogue pop. Like, what actually the fuck is that? A, the graphics are awful. The graphics are awful. And B, what the fuck is that pumpkin spice Vogue pop? What is that? Please, what is that? And C, are results even accurate? What the fuck? And then I was thinking about it. Spotify Wrapped in the previous years have always been so creative. Like, you can tell that Spotify always puts so much thought into the design of Spotify Wrapped. Like, I remember one year it was a burger, and the pieces of the burger, like the bun was a genre of music or something, and then the burger was a genre of music, and then the lettuce and the bacon and the tomatoes and la la la. Like, I remember it used to always be something fun and interactive and creative. Last year, I remember Spotify giving us like an aura based off of the kind of music that we make. Like, there was always something a little bit fun. There was like a twist. There was like an added layer. It was always very personalized. But oh my God, this year it's like, it actually really looks AI generated. Like, what? I'm so baffled, and I'm frankly very disappointed. You can tell. You can tell that this was made by AI, and all the other years, you can tell that there were people working behind the scenes to make Spotify Wrapped a very personalized and fun thing to interact with. That's why people love Spotify Wrapped, right? Because it's a reflection basically of who they are, and it's a capsule of what people have listened to throughout the year and the moods that they were in, and it's a reflection of people's personalities. This is not. This is not. I think, like, of course, AI is super useful, especially when used the right way and ethically. This is obviously a very new and broad topic and a huge point in like our evolution, and I don't know honestly anything about AI, but I just think like you can't really replicate human art or human creativity. Something as like creative as Spotify Wrapped, you can't really replace with AI, and it's being reflected in the way that people are reacting to it. Let me know your thoughts.